everyone, and welcome to HC Shays. I'm your host Hans, and I'm very happy that you would spend some time with me this evening. So, if you're new to the channel, please, if you like the video, subscribe and give it a like button and all that. That's gonna help push forward the video, not for my benefit, but simply to share and also get the video out there. Perhaps someone who's not known as a wet shaver will come across it and try to, and that way we can grow the hobby. So, but to those of you who are used to watching my videos, I very much appreciate it, so thank you very much. So let's dive into what we're going to be using today. We're going to leave soap out because this is a soap review, so we're going to put that into last. We'll talk about all the other stuff we're using before that. So we're going to use the razorock German slant. We're going to put a shark blade in it, if I can get it to. It's a super stainless. It's made in Egypt, and it is as I said, a super. It is razorock German 37 slant razor. Quite a good slant on this one. So that's going to be the razor. The brush and bowl is going to be my Viking bowl, runes by Rune yarns, and I am also going to use the matching brush. Let's see if I can get it to. Also ceramic with an umo knot in it. Good firm backbone on this one, and runes right here. It's got good backbone, but I won't be needing it really for this soap. But I'm just using it because I felt like it. That's going to be soaking, even though it does not need to. So, as a pre-shave, see if I can get it. We're going to be going with proraso blue, simply because it's been a long time since I've used it, I think. And now for the soap. Just got a spoon. It's this one. Tail of All Barn Street. Shaving cream for sensitive skin. Now, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find me using this as a sample once, and I was very impressed with the lather that it created, but I was very upset about its lack of scent. But just to make a disclaimer on that one, or to make this what, did you change your mind? No, this does have a scent, and the sample, I'm very certain, was somehow defect or dot, something like that. This one does. Not a strong scent, but hopefully that's going to be getting up as we go. Now I don't know how much. Now I dropped some. I got it in my hand. 2 seconds. Whoop. I got it before it went down. I think perhaps that's enough. Haven't used this before at all. And this is, I just scooped over here, if you can tell. Maybe not the lights are messing with it. It's turned hard, so it's kind of a crope. I say firm crope, really. But I do know it's supposed to be cream. I don't know if I need to use. Excuse me, I got a bit of a cold. I don't know if I'm going to be needing to use more product, or if this is way too much. I'm just going to be placing it in the bowl so that it is easier to work with. It's got a nice scent. I get lavender and something else, some warmth to it. It does have the same scent as many other YouTubers have claimed along the time of St. James, but the St. James collection is more of a fresh, fruity, forwardy scent, where this is a more, not a darker, but warmer scent, really, a more musky scent. So, brush is ready. We'll look how it does. We'll see. Whoops. Oh. So how are you? I hope that you are getting some very nice shaves out there, and if you're new to this kind of of shaving. Don't worry, hang in there. It is going to be better if you are struggling with some irritation or sensitive skin. I have very sensitive skin, and I have found a way that works for me. I hardly ever get any kind of irritation. Adding a lot of water here. I hardly ever get any kind of irritation on my face when I have shaved. I used to get very red whenever I've shaved. It hurt, and it could hurt for days actually. Now I actually I'm assuming I've used too much product here, so that's note. Don't use too much. Always use too much. No one hurt me. That's good. So I shouldn't use too little. That's just gonna frustrate you. That's for certain. That you're barely having enough lava to do the passes you need. I think we're good. It is going to take more water, but we're going to add that on the face. So this is how it looks. I don't have time on that. A minute, 2 minutes, I don't know. Water on the face, and we'll get ready. So I will be talking about the scent, the slickness, and on the second part, I'll be going personal by talking about a lot of stuff that's taken up my mind lately. It's been a rough week. What was the last week? Let's put on some proraso blue, and I've actually been looking forward to this, sharing it with you, every one of you. It's nice, the comments, and it's nice. The interaction, I like it. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. So let's get this rubbed in. Now the proraso cream does soften up your skin, your beard. It doesn't really add much slickness in my experience. It does add some, obviously, but not a lot. Perhaps I should try making a video of using it as a post shave, because I've been told it's also made for that, but I've never tried. So I don't know how that's going to work. Let's lather up. We'll add water as we go. Now the St. James collection, as it's the only kind of scent that reminds me of this one. I do get some minor irritation when using it. Not a lot, but a little. Let's add some water here. Let's see. We'll use that later. I believe, and that's been talked about a lot online. And some has actually just boycott using Taylor Balm Street products. And I don't know, but I think it's because they're using coconut acid in their creams, where I'm going to use coconut oil, coconut butter. Perhaps people don't tend to, their skin don't like that. Currently there's no irritation from using this, and I'm not like getting redness or rash or anything by using St. James. I just have to be aware of how I use it and when. Shouldn't be using it when my skin's sore or have been having a bad shave or something like that. And I won't be using it with an aggressive razor. So, I just have to pay attention to when I use it. So let's see how we do. First pass. mid-aggression razor this. It does, in terms of feel, but it does get the job done. That's for certain. And it is a biter. If you are not mindful. So the scent has gone up a bit after it was lathered up. Nice. I get lavender, but the other notes are kind of, to me, blend together. Let's see how the slickness is. Very nice. Seems to be very good slickness. So, application number 2. And if you don't want to listen to any private things that have been, taken up time, just give a hit to the third part, Alright, so currently I've been struggling a bit. There's been a lot going on. My son is getting diagnosed with autism, which obviously my wife is a kindergarten teacher and I'm a teacher, so we do kind of know already that he has autism and we are trying to work with it, but perhaps the school needs to know in order to give him the resources and the help that he needs, sadly. At the same time, my daughter is struggling in kindergarten. She gets in kind of fights, really. With not all, but with just one of the other girls. Luckily, or what you could say, that's going to sort itself out. Because that girl starts to attend school. But it's difficult because it doesn't seem like the grown-ups down there, the staff is giving her the tools, actually, which she needs to help her interact better with the other children. And my daughter doesn't give it. She's not a pushover, she pushes back. So, but it's frustrating when your children are not doing very well because you feel like there's not really much you could do. You try to do your best, but it doesn't seem like no matter what you do, that it's enough. And at the same time, I'm volunteering for this community that I'm part of where I live, for the local board to do some work with the landlords, to represent, kind of as a politician, to represent the people out here, make a plan for what is going to be done during the year, and kind of help with the budget. And this Friday, one of my co-workers, who were actually the one, I've been doing this for almost 7 years now, 6.5 years, and the one who got knocked on my door 6.5 years ago, 7 years ago really, and said, perhaps you should try to raise your hand at our gathering, and because I think we need your help, perhaps you could help us with some things. And we seem to have some resources to pull, some energy that we can thrive on, and some ideas as well. And I said, yeah. And so I did. Raised my hand. I was in. First as a sort of substitute, and then as a full member within a month or two because someone quit. And the slickness on this is great. The scent is great. I'm not done talking about the private stock, but I will do my very best. So, sadly, we were sort of three. There were 5 members. 3 of us were sort of a group. Michael and Karsten, and myself, and they wasn't able to participate in every meeting, but we were in an agreement what the goal was, and they had my support whenever I wasn't able to attend. So we kind of, we ran things around here. Sadly, I made a YouTube video about that as well, a tribute shave. If you want to go see that, it's just called M ... and then something. He died, passed away this summer at a tragic work accident, leaving he and Karsten in a bit of a distress. And Karsten and him was Michael turned to him and asked him for help, and he turned to me to ask for help. Michael died, and now this Friday, Karsten sadly told us that he wasn't into doing this any longer. He was getting sick of doing the work, and he needed to take care of himself. So I'm kind of in a place where I don't quite know what my motivation is for doing this, and I'm also feeling like I'm left with cleaning up, being the one who knows how everything works, really. Now I do get some irritation on the neck here, but that might also be caused by a nick, because I'm not getting anything over here. So let's go back to the shaving. So, well, to round this off, I think this is my last one. I'll get the others started so that they know what this is all about, how they do stuff. And then I'm out. So that's it. So, I'll do a face wash and I'll see you at the post shave. So, welcome back This is how we look. Good. Some thayers with added eucalyptus. Fairly fresh. Some stinging on the neck. I did get a little too close there, I think. Perhaps I applied pressure. Sometimes I do that without, thinking of it. So, while this sits, let's review, go over what we used. Razorock 37 slant. Worked great. The sharp blade in it. Second use. The, whoops, almost tripped it over. Proraso blue, that's a Aftershave. There's a bit of soap left here down here at the bowl, but most of it has been used. This is very thin layer, so it was a good amount. Great bowl, great bowl, great brush. It did cause me some irritation, this soap, but I'm uncertain if it was due because I had some nicks or weepers, and I did get some irritation. But it was only over here where I think I have some nicking cuts and nothing over here, so I think that's due to that. Nice scent, great performance, great slickness, so yeah, thumbs up on that. I don't have the matching aftershave, so I'll be putting on this. Sort of same line. Quite a lot of sting in there. So, just go over here. Okay. So, that's it. Thanks for joining me. And just before I go, I'll be putting on proraso white, but with eucalyptus scent and menthol. It's a bit thinner, but it does have a nice texture to it. So a little goes a long way now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you subscribe. I'll see you later. And take care out there. And take care of yourself. Not the way I do because I'm an idiot. Life's too short to do something you're not liking. Perhaps I should listen to my own advice, huh? Yeah. So, stay safe, everyone. Thank you. Goodbye.